So this is it. This is the start of the 999 steps up to Palamidi Fortress. I've been building up to this, so wish me luck. Well, I think I'm about halfway there, and I've just realised I probably should have had breakfast because I'm suddenly really hungry. But man, the view from up here is spectacular. So, only that far to go. So Palamidi Fortress was built in the 1400s sometime to defend the city against marauders. And this was the only way to get to it. It must have really sucked to carry all the cannonballs up here. So I think I'm about 3/4 mark now. As Sammy would say, it's fuck hot. It's fuck hot. And it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. So, not too much further to go. Just got to go up here and around the corner. And then around another corner and another corner. But the view is getting better and better every time. This is one of the guard posts before you actually get to the top of the tower. Kind of neat. Down there, that's the beach that I've been swimming at pretty much every day. Well, I made it. 999 steps. Got up to the fortress. I'm about to go inside. It's impressive as all get out. I guess the Venetians built it, and then the Turks took it back or stole it from them in like the 1400s, and then the Greeks took it when they claimed independence in 1822. I tell you what though, I've been averaging about 8 miles a day since I got here, walking. Today I've only done about 2, but I think that's probably enough for me, because 2 miles of going up steps, yeah, that's probably about 10 times the amount of walking just on normal services. So I am in a prison cell. I guess when the Greeks took this over, they used it for life sentences, and this is where they used to keep them. That would suck. I tell you, you get a real good sense of this place, that it was built for war, or for military defense at least. It's strong. It's strong and it's powerful. This is the upper bastion. It's the highest point, and also I guess the weakest point. This is where the Ottomans penetrated the fortress, because it has the lowest wall, and also where the Greeks ended up taking it over. Oh yeah, you can see around here. It's not as fortified as the rest of it. Not many people are coming up here. I can't really blame them. It's kind of rocky. I tell a lie, this is the highest point. It's about 1 metre or 2 above where I was. If I spin around, yeah, you can see a bit of a weak point in the fortress. And you can also see around here that it's a bit of a rocky hike to get up here, so not many people are coming up. This is so freaking awesome. I'm so glad I did this, and I'm glad I walked the steps. Not many people are walking up here. It's a pretty rocky climb to get to the very top, but well worth it. well worth it. I'm only going to be here once, so I'm kind of hanging out up here for a while. It's very peaceful up here. I could sit here for ages. Well, I have been sitting here for quite a while. Not sure what's in there. Looks kind of creepy, so I'm going in. Ooh. Backpack's catching. Nothing. It's just a dead end. Pity, I was hoping to see some subterranean monster or something. Oh well. A small path. I don't know where it's going, but I'm going to hike it anyway. Well, apparently it leads to a dead end full of cacti and rock wall. Yep, total dead end. Good place to take a leak, I guess, if you need to. The crickets just completely stopped all of a sudden. Sounds kind of ominous. I don't know what's down here either. Makes me want to go down. But it's roped off, so I can't, unfortunately. Whatever it is, looks pretty cool. So I was at the highest point. This is now the furthest point. This is where the Ottomans and the Greeks came over the wall and then penetrated the fortress there and took it over. Man. So everything I've read said it's 1.5 to 2 hours time you would spend at this fortress, but I tell you what, if you've got the mobility and the shoes to do it, you can spend a heck of a lot more time than that. I've been here 3 hours already and I'm nowhere near done. I've made it to the other entrance. And that's where, just behind me here, is where you can drive up, I guess, and come in and walk around and do a bit of a tour. Lots of people coming in there. I guess not many people walk the stairs, but I do because I'm hardcore. Actually, there's quite a different view of the fortress from this end. Well, I spent about 4 hours here. I don't really want to leave, but they're starting to get a lot of tourists now and really hungry. So I'm gonna do the 999 steps back down. Well, this is it. I'm at the bottom. I don't know if it was harder going up or coming down, because going up my legs weren't tired. Coming down I was starting to feel the burn. This was a frozen bottle of water before I went up. Obviously consumed the whole thing. Haven't felt the need to urinate. Kind of gross, but I think I've actually perspired this amount of water and then probably plus some. I think I'm going to be a bit sore tomorrow. My legs are starting to feel it. But that's okay. I'll be sore, but I'm not going to regret it because it was freaking awesome. Not quite at the bottom, I guess. Now I'm at the bottom where I started.